champion and men who have to fight for boxing. It's different guys, people. Wow. Anthony, Tyson Fury should have done the same, yes, but I don't know why Tyson Fury watch this show. Anthony go to ring, do good work, good job, yes. Hey, listen.
He's got absolutely no chance. I think he's going to get smashed to pieces.
Jake Paul has reportedly been knocked out in sparring, and Oleksandr Usyk didn't mince words afterward. Usyk stressed that Anthony Joshua operates on an entirely different level, insisting Jake Paul isn't a true boxer by pro standards. If this is the kind of form Paul is showing in camp, December is shaping up to be a brutal night for him.
Last fight, it's great. Because Anthony is Olympic champion, Francis Ngannou, it's second fight for boxing. Listen.
Jake Paul's words may sound like a warning, but the reality of that sparring session tells a very different story. After taking a heavy beating from Usyk, it's become clear that confidence alone won't save him. The gulf in skill, experience, and timing is undeniable, and the December fight is starting to look far more one-sided than Paul seems willing to admit.
I'm genuinely sorry. I want to apologize in advance because I know the emotional turmoil you're going to go through. You're going to go into hiding. That's who you are. You love to go and hide, and so that's what's going to happen.
Carl Frampton's insight makes one thing undeniable. Anthony Joshua is operating on a completely different level. Watching Jake Paul in training, it's clear he struggles even under basic pressure. Every clean shot rattles him, and there's zero composure when things heat up. Against Joshua's power, experience, and patience, Paul's lack of real boxing fundamentals will show immediately. This fight is shaping up to be a one-sided beatdown from the opening bell. Fans are about to witness the harsh reality of what it truly means to face a heavyweight elite.
I think it doesn't harm AJ.
I don't think it does harm.
Why?
Because I just think he goes in, if it's a real fight, he'd go and blow him away and around. That's the end.
What if he doesn't do him in a...
David Benavidez lays it out clearly. Anthony Joshua's dominance isn't up for debate. Jake Paul simply doesn't have the experience or fundamentals to survive against a true heavyweight. Every mistake in sparring is glaring and costly, and Joshua's precision and timing will punish him mercilessly. This isn't hype or showmanship, it's raw skill, power, and strategy. All signs point to Joshua seizing total control from the very first round.
Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him.
Gareth A. Davies delivers a reality check. Jake Paul has zero experience at the heavyweight level, and it's painfully obvious in sparring. Joshua's size, speed, and raw power are overwhelming, leaving Paul scrambling. Fans thinking this is an even matchup are dreaming. Every exchange will favor Joshua, while Paul struggles to defend. This isn't hype, it's a true heavyweight proving dominance, and Paul looks completely out of his depth.
I completely agree with Ben. I mean, that's the biggest issue with the fight. You know, let's be fair. Jake Paul is an area level fighter, British area level fighter. That's where he's at as a cruiserweight. He's stepping in against a very big heavyweight who's a massive puncher. Just go back to the second fight with Oleksandr Usyk. Look how great Oleksandr Usyk has become. And you go back and look at some of the highlights of Joshua's attacks on Usyk and gave him a really hard time.
Derek Chisora nails what everyone already sees. Jake Paul is out of his depth. His sparring exposes him as rattled and unprepared. Anthony Joshua won't hold back, and Paul has no answer for that relentless aggression. This isn't entertainment, it's a reality check. Joshua will dominate, landing clean, punishing shots while Paul struggles. Skill, power, and experience always win, and this fight will prove it.
Easy fight for him. And I think this should be laid to rest, because I don't think AJ's going to go in and try and pat. AJ's going to smoke him.
Logan Paul sums it up perfectly. Anthony Joshua's size, power, and skill are on another level. Jake Paul is stepping into the ring with a true heavyweight built to dominate. Even in basic drills, his struggles are obvious. Every punch from Joshua packs precision and authority Paul can't handle. December's fight will be a masterclass in real boxing, leaving zero doubt who the true heavyweight threat is.
Anthony Joshua's 6'6".
Okay.
My brother's 6 foot. This is a guy who is already perfect. Like, if you could sculpt like a perfect gladiator human being, it's Anthony Joshua.
Duke McKenzie says it all. Jake Paul looks flashy online, but is fragile in the ring. His sparring exposes a lack of composure and real skill against true heavyweights. Anthony Joshua will control every second with his power and experience, leaving Paul helpless. There's no question who the favorite is. This fight will be another decisive Joshua victory, proving hype can never beat real boxing ability.
He said, you know what, I need to get my fighter a couple of easy ones, just to get his confidence back, so he can bring him back to the fore, bring him back to everybody's imagination. Everybody sees him knocking somebody out, looking good doing it. So this guy's made for Anthony Joshua. It'll be another Ngannou early night for Joshua, where he gets a little bit of confidence.
Sam Jones warns of the obvious danger Jake Paul faces. His sparring exposes poor defense and weak timing, while Joshua's power is brutal and precise. Every exchange will highlight Paul's flaws. There's no room for error. Joshua will dominate from bell to bell. This isn't entertainment. It's pure boxing reality. Paul is outmatched, and one clean shot could end the fight instantly.
Listen, we can all joke, but nobody wants any permanent damage to happen to Jake Paul. But if Anthony Joshua hits Jake Paul with the right hand he hit Francis Ngannou with, he could brown bread him.
Logan Paul highlights the harsh truth. Jake Paul has never faced a real knockout artist like Anthony Joshua. Sparring struggles and weak fundamentals make it clear. Joshua's precision and power will crush Paul's confidence instantly. Any illusions of competitiveness vanish the moment the bell rings. This fight isn't about hype or YouTube fame. It's a true test of skill and power, and Paul is stepping into a world he's not ready for.
The Joshua thing is crazy.
Is that a real conversation?
Jake's a fucking lunatic, and it's probably real. I saw Joshua knock out Francis Ngannou, and the guy was like out cold for 5 minutes. And this is a guy who had never been knocked down, let alone knocked out.
If he steps in the ring with him, and actually a bell rings and there are punches thrown, every bit of Jake Paul is not a real boxer conversation is gone forever.
Tawny Jeff lays it out. Anthony Joshua is the complete package. Jake Paul's power is limited and won't hold up against a true heavyweight. In sparring, Paul struggles with defense, footwork, and timing. Joshua's skill, experience, and knockout power create a massive mismatch. Every move Paul makes will be read and punished. Expect a dominant performance. This fight proves why technique and experience always beat hype and raw energy.
Jake Paul is going to win this fight by knockout. You would think I'm absolutely crazy, right? But the thing is, it can happen. 10-ounce gloves, heavyweight, Jake Paul can punch hard. But do I think that's going to happen? Absolutely not, mate. Anthony Joshua is an absolute beast, an unbelievable, highly skilled, highly trained, highly experienced professional boxer with power in both hands, and he's really good at finishing.
Spencer Oliver says it straight. Jake Paul is completely outclassed. Sparring sessions show he can't handle the speed, power, or technique of a real heavyweight like Anthony Joshua. Every punch he throws is countered, and every defense is tested. This isn't about hype or showmanship. Joshua will dominate with precision and raw force. Paul's lack of experience against elite fighters makes this fight a total mismatch.
God help Jake Paul, that's all I can say. We saw that what Anthony Joshua had done to Francis Ngannou. He went out there and iced him in a couple of rounds. A guy coming from a different discipline. Well, this kid's coming from another level. You know, white-collar boxing in 2018, gone through the mill, and the only boxer really that he's actually boxed, a legitimate boxer he got beat by, and that was in Tommy Fury.
Tony Bellew lays it bare. Jake Paul's sparring and shaky skills show he can't handle Joshua's power. Every round will be controlled by AJ, and the fight will end whenever he wants. Paul will be exposed at every turn, struggling to defend and survive. Fans can expect a crushing, no-surprises performance. Joshua's experience, strength, and technique guarantee total dominance. This is proof that hype can never beat real skill in the ring.
Because if Anthony Joshua puts 10-ounce gloves on and gets in a boxing ring and Jake Paul is in the other corner, this won't last long. This will last as long as Josh wants it to last.
Derek Chisora exposes the harsh truth. Jake Paul is completely outclassed against Anthony Joshua. AJ moves, punches, and controls the ring like a seasoned champion. In training, Paul struggles with timing, footwork, and defense. Every round will test his survival as Joshua dominates with sharp jabs and crushing power. There's no way Paul can last. Expect a decisive performance where Joshua punishes every mistake and takes total control from bell one.
No, I don't back Jack Paul. That means what is AJ doing? He has to smoke him in 3 rounds. The same way he did in Ngannou. How many rounds was in Ngannou?
2, second round.
Exactly. So he has to smoke.
Thanks for watching Ring Pulse. Hit the like button, smash the subscribe, and stay tuned for more hard-hitting boxing action.